Good afternoon. Welcome to Darth Grumpy Dad. All right, I have to shoot a redo video. Um, I realized at the end of my Roland video here, my Roland's Legacy video, I don't know, I just wasn't paying much attention or very good attention, and I was a little distracted by my lovely little grandbabies. But I realized that, when I rolled over to start to put together the build being used, oh, there it is, by the top player, I didn't notice that they were using a different effect on their sanctified weapon, right? So I didn't roll my sanctified weapon for that effect. And thusly, none of the other stuff that they had set up on it was really working. And I was like, well, okay, this build is T16 viable, but it really kind of sucks, right? It's not, I don't see how this guy got to a 1-on-1. Well, that's because I was playing it wrong. Yeah, being a silly boy. So, now I did roll the proper affix on there, and let's get our gems out. We're going to need an emerald. We're going to need some diamonds. We are going to need, let's see, I believe we had Stricken, Bane of the Trapped, and Gogok. How is that? I don't have a lower one. I'll just use it. Okay, go double check. That is the gems he was using. Yeah, I don't know if I wasn't feeling what, but I was like, I kind of went back and watched some of that, and I'm like, what the am I even doing? How did I not see that? How am I not, what am I talking about here? I was not on my game at all. So for the people that watched that and were like, what the hell is this? I'm sorry. But okay, now let's see if we can get this build figured out. I don't need my crucibles anymore. I can put those back. I took a couple of days off from gaming. Also, again, I just had other stuff going on. Oops. Wrong direction. There we go. Let's put the shit. Oh, I see. I also took the rings off and the necklace. Let's see. Probably was that one with the strength on it. Yeah, would have definitely been the one with the strength on it. And the ring. That one possibly. That's got int on it. That other one had int on it too. Maybe that one, we'll see. And then I think they were running Convo, and I had decided to go with, it's here somewhere, an obsidian, right? Just because for cooldown. Okay, so let's necklace. See which one of these actually ranks better. The one with int actually ranks better. So we'll go with that one. And the obsidian. Put our other one back. Just making sure I'm streaming again. I done one of these the other day, and then it turned out it wasn't streaming at all. I liked the whole thing, and that was the day this went wrong. Also, I Trying to... What in the heck? And it's not even showing this broadcast right now. Just, there we go. Now it's showing it. Holy schmoly. Roll over to chat and set in case somebody decides to pop in and comment. Where were we? Putting our legendaries in. Yeah, I'd done an overview of this like the other day, and then I got done and I realized, the whole thing, like half an hour of stuff, did not record, did not broadcast. I was just like flustered. I don't think I got over that because I just like begrudgingly made another one. So it wasn't, I didn't put the effort in I should have, and that's probably why I didn't notice I had the wrong affix. And so all on me. So there we go. There's the build is put back together. Apparently I had one of these open. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that's right, because alright, so. Oop. Oh, standing in the goo. This is not a good map for this build either. Let's get out of here. You have to keep hitting stuff, keep swinging to keep up your... Dang it. Like, part of your damage reduction is based on you hitting things. You got to be hitting things. I need to get out of here. This map is too... not a good map for this build at all. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That'll help me get out of here. Screw you guys. Okay, I still need to find the way out here. There it is. Let's go. Get. Ha! All right, now let's look at that gem again. See how that functions. Every 2 seconds, call down Fist of the Heavens on a random nearby enemy. After casting Steed Charge, this effect occurs more rapidly for 5 seconds. All right, so I should just be calling it down. Yeah, Fist of the Heavens should just be smacking. Yeah, I know I should probably just be killing shit. But I have another build to do after this. And you do start swinging that thing pretty rapidly once you get going. And this area is better for the build than the last one. There's the Blood Marshes is just not someplace you want to be with a build that doesn't have high damage reduction on it, right? You're going to get it handed to you. Oh, hit your horse. And then throw down with the... Come on, start hitting stuff. Doesn't like to... You walk so slow. It's probably not a good idea to just... Okay, I forgot. Okay, A is my whack-a-mole button. X or Y is Steed Charge. X is Iron Skin. that's my damage reduction. That's what I got to keep up. So I've been trying to hold that down. Then my right trigger is condemn, right? So that draws guys in and explodes, brings them to you so you don't have to chase them down to whack them with your whack-a-mole club there. And all right, and that has got a 90-second cooldown, which is kind of the reason I'm using Obsidian Ring, because even that whack-a-mole hit costs you resource. Like everything, about half the things on your action bar are resource spenders. And so I kind of wanted to set it up so I could just hold down 2 or 3 buttons, but tapping them seems to work better. Tapping your A button and X button at the same time seems to work better in keeping that going. So pretty much anytime you see that condemned, I want that condemned to be going off all the time. There's not a good resource generator though. Your B button, that's your resource generator. It's like you pop that B when it cools down, I believe. Activate, granting you and your allies 15% increased attack speed. Empowering the law also reduces the wrath cost of all skills by 50%. And it seems like it gives you a boost of wrath, like there's an exposure to wrath. One of these gives you wrath. Armor. Oh well. You'd go back and get that legendary. Yeah, that's working better than it did. I mean, it's still. Let's see. I still don't have any Paragon. I have minimal gems, the lowest level gems, right? 20, 25, 30. Except for that Gogok of Swiftness. And again, let's say you got the Furnace, you've got Denial, Roland's Grasp, Roland's Mantle, Roland's Bearing, Roland's Visage, right? And then you've got Roland's Determination. Those are your 5 pieces. Then you're running with Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose. So you're actually, you're still getting 3 different set bonuses right there. That's 3 different set bonuses, right? Because you got your Captain's set bonus, you got your Roland set bonus, and then you got your Compass Rose set bonus. So it's laying down, right? And the way Travelers works is as long as you're standing still, you're creating damage. As long as you're moving, you're creating damage reduction. So, except for on like builds where all you do is teleport, you never really have either one fully up on the Traveler's Pledge. It's kind of moves in between, which is frustrating but helpful at the same time. So at this point, I'm just rolling around and I'm holding down the RB and the RT so that those pop every time they're ready. And I'm just tapping the 4 main buttons, right? Your A, X, Y, and B. So that anytime one of those, which is probably not the best way to run this, but sort of somebody with better timing and more skill on the build. Wasted that. At least just kind of tap A and X, and whenever you see Y is ready, hit it. And that'll just get you more Fists of the Heavens. Raining down! You don't even need to drag guys very far, just get it going. So And the cooldowns are working pretty good in conjunction with. I know one of the skills on the set actually gives you cooldown reduction on a couple of your, right? Use shield bash, sweep attack, which is main attack, reduce the cooldowns of your laws and defensive skills by 1. So every time I use that, I'm getting a cooldown. Every time I spend resource, I'm getting a cooldown. Right, increased damage of sweep. Every use of sweep attack that hits an enemy grants 75% increased attack speed and 15% damage reduction for 8 seconds up 5 times, right? So was that 65% damage reduction? But you got to be hitting, guys. I mean, that you see on the A button as it racks up and then it'll drop. So you gotta keep an eye on your action button a little. So anytime your B and your Y, your steed and what is it on the B? The laws of valor. Every time your law of valor and your steed are ready, you want to activate those, and that seems to keep you moving. I'm tapping the A and the X at the same time. So every time Iron Skin's ready, it goes, and then, right, just holding. Trying to work on letting Steed roam around for a minute before I go back to smashing A and X. I'm whacking again. Like, the effect you get on A will rack up sometimes. I'll see it racking up, and then it'll just stop. Like, disappear, and I don't... It's probably because one of my other effects' skills has worn off. Would be my guess as to why that happens. Okay, going this way. Go, oh mighty steed. Dead end. This way, that way. Yeah, got a long ways with that one, didn't I? There we go. I think I died as many times on that go through. Yeah, so like in review, I just felt like I needed to come back and give the set another chance and a better review. I was pretty harsh on it. I was like pretty this build. I was full on grumpy dad. So all succubi must die. All right. So that is a T16 Greater Rift with this build. And it works. I mean, it gets it done. It's T16 viable. It didn't take me very long to kill the Guardian. And once you learn to run it, maybe change the buttons around, if what is what on each button for your own personal uh, comfort, which is pretty easy to do. You just make sure you go into options under gameplay and make sure that check mark is in elective mode. So you can put the skills on whatever button you want that makes it easier for you. So it's not a horrible build. I mean, if you're playing casual and you just want to build, you can do T16 and maybe put another build together for you. It'll get that done, right? And you've seen when I put the build together, once you have a decent supply of crafting mats, it's not that incredibly hard to put the set together. It only took me about, I think, it didn't take long, like somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes to get the whole set put together, this entire build, right? My convo, and it's like, I already had a Traveler's Pledge and a convo. Obsidians drop all the time. I had those, so might have a little bit more difficulty getting those. But beyond that, it was fairly simple. And if this is a secondary character that you put together, it's not too hard to put this build together while you're looking for the pieces for a better set. Unless you just want to, buy the better set. I'm kind of going from the idea you claimed your Hadrig's gift, and this was the Hadrig's gift. And so most of how, is how I got the furnace and how I got denial for the build. And how I obtained your golden flints. That should be Aquila Curus, but like I noticed I seemed to be I was going through the Wrath way too quickly, and so I didn't seem like I had a lot of uptime on that. So I changed from Aquila Cuirass to Mage Fist because it gives me 20% increased fire damage, right? And if you want to push the fire damage idea, yeah, I don't think you can get another piece of Roland's because it's just feet. That's all that you're not wearing. Where's the other pieces in the captain set? The belt, the feet, the legs. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to give up your captain set, which is giving up a lot of damage and damage reduction. But you could do it if you felt that you would get more out of it. You could wear a different belt. So you could, there's no belt, so it would just be the feet. You could put the feet on and give up and put on, change out your pants for a pair of blackthorns with 20% fire damage. And then you could get, you could, in theory, get, oh, that is the wrong bracer too. There's another issue I had, I think, because I wasn't getting my silly me. Should have had strong arm bracers on, right? Because they got fire skills. So that would have been 20% more damage there, and the crit hit. So I was missing out on that. It's still done all right. Still went through it all right once I settled down and applied myself to the build. Okay, so you got 20% fire damage there. You can get 20% on your Traveler's Pledge. And then if you, like I said, then we got another 20% in the cube because of Mage Fist. That's 60% fire damage, right? If you wanted to give up your captain set, you could then wear Blackthorns, right? And See, there's nowhere else another. You put on the pants, right? And yeah, because then you'd have to put another piece of Roland's on somewhere, and all there would be the feet, right? So you could put the feet back on, take the pants off, and you could put Blackthorns on and get another 20% fire damage. Or you could put Cinder Coat on, which would also give you another 20% fire damage and 25% fire skill reduction. But I'm not positive any of these are considered straight fire damage, right? Just a couple of the skills are adding fire damage to the build. I know there's fire damage on your weapons, so that's the first spot. What is it that? Yeah, there's fire damage there. None there. Yeah, see that what didn't seem to be hitting properly. Right? Or it wasn't proccing that denial. I wasn't getting that uptime on those 5 stacks of extra damage on the regular. So I was doing something wrong probably, or one of the skills or other affixes was canceling that out. No fire damage on that. So again, I'm exploding, but it didn't say anything about changing it to fire damage. There's no fire damage on that skill. So I'm not sure exactly why then the guys who build this went with fire damage if none of the skills are actually doing fire damage. Right? Just on the weapon. I mean, you need to be applying fire damage just when your skills or passives. Right? So it's not. And maybe they're just, and if even if you got combo on and you're getting that 200% extra damage to your elemental skill, if there's no real, nothing's actually applying fire damage when you use it, like there's fire damage on the weapon, but there's no skill that applies that fire damage. So I'm not sure if they're getting quite what they're thinking out of it. They should probably just be going with physical damage on everything. Just my opinion. I could be absolutely freaking wrong too. But thank you for watching this redo of a Darth Grumpy Dad video. I hope you enjoy your game. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did so, please follow me here on Twitch and then follow the link over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel there. Give me a like, maybe a comment. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then use the link to hop over to the Twitch and follow me here too, So happy hunting, everyone.